Lately, I have been watching Trina Robinson very closely. She has been going through a profound transformation, stepping away from the chaotic drama of Portia and Curtis to carve out a space entirely her own. She is preparing for her massive premiere, stepping onto the precipice of a professional music career and demanding the independence she rightfully deserves. It is a beautiful thing to witness, seeing her step into the light. But amidst all this bright, hopeful energy, there was a specific instance that caught my attention. It was not a massive explosion or shocking confrontation. It was simply the quiet, almost simultaneous arrival of two faces in town, Quinn and Harker. At first, it didn't seem important. Port Charles is always bracing for an influx of returning residents and mysterious newcomers over the summer. But something about that moment stayed with me. The way they appeared, the timing of it all, it felt like a cold breeze on a warm summer afternoon. I keep coming back to Quinn's supposed apology tour. He returned to Port Charles with this carefully constructed narrative of wanting to heal past wounds and mend broken bridges. On the surface, it looks like the classic tale of a young man trying to outrun his past mistakes. We watch him navigate the town, offering olive branches and playing the part of the reformed individual. But then, you look at Harker. Harker arrives as this enigmatic figure, wrapped in the dark bureaucratic armor of the WSB. He is supposed to be here on official, highly classified business. Yet, if you trace their footsteps, if you watch the spaces they occupy, their paths seem to circle the exact same orbit. The more I think about it, the more their synchronized presence in Port Charles feels orchestrated. It doesn't seem accidental. It feels like we are watching two pieces of a very dangerous puzzle sliding into place while everyone else is distracted by the daily chaos of the city. Let us walk down this dark corridor together and look at the shadow beneath the story. We know that Trina is on the verge of something spectacular. She is gaining admiration, stepping into a world of professional music, and building a legacy that is entirely hers. For most people, this would be a reason to celebrate, but for someone like Quinn, I suspect this success is an unbearable torment. The hidden motivation here is not redemption, it is a deep, festering jealousy. When you harbor that kind of resentment, seeing the person you envy succeed feels like a direct, personal insult. Every round of applause Trina receives, every milestone she crosses, likely feels like a dagger to Quinn's ego. There is a secret emotional conflict playing out behind Quinn's eyes. He is not here to congratulate her. He is being consumed by an obsession to tear down the beautiful life she is building, simply because he cannot stand to see her shine while he stands in the dark. But Quinn is just one person, and taking down a rising star surrounded by fiercely protective friends is not an easy task for a lone, bitter individual. This is where the story takes a terrifying turn into the unseen. If you ask me, Quinn did not come back to Port Charles alone to wage this war. Maybe there's another layer here, a connection forged in blood. What if Harker is not just a random WSB operative passing through town? What if Harker is Quinn's secret brother? Suddenly, the entire landscape of this situation shifts. We are no longer looking at a simple case of youthful jealousy or a high school rivalry gone wrong. We are looking at a coordinated, familial strike. Harker possesses the training, the cold calculation, and the ruthless efficiency of a seasoned intelligence agent. If he shares blood with Quinn, he would not hesitate to weaponize his skills to help his brother exact a devastating revenge. We also have to consider the company Harker keeps. We know exactly what kind of agency the WSB has become under the influence of people like Ross Cullum. Cullum is the dirtiest double agent imaginable, a man currently orchestrating kidnappings at Windermere, hunting down Valentine Cassadine, and working with international criminals like Jen Sidwell. If Harker is Cullum's loyal henchman, operating as an undercover operative for the darkest factions of the WSB, then Harker is capable of executing the most vile, underhanded tactics without leaving a single fingerprint behind. He is a man who operates entirely in the shadows, a ghost who can manipulate lives with a single encrypted phone call. When you pair Quinn's burning irrational hatred with Harker's limitless lethal resources, You create a perfect storm of destruction aimed directly at Trina Robinson. What if we're missing something even larger in this picture? A predator never just attacks the target. They isolate the target first by eliminating their support system. I keep wondering whether Trina's closest allies are about to become collateral damage in this twisted family crusade. Let us look at Kai Taylor. Kai is fiercely loyal, a protective barrier standing between Trina and the rest of the world. To a tactical mind like Harker's, Kai is not just a nuisance. He is the primary obstacle that must be removed before they can truly get to Trina. Kai is likely to be the first one to sense that something is wrong with Quinn's sudden reappearance, which puts a massive invisible target squarely on his back. Harker would not engage Kai in a fair fight. He would use the full weight of his clandestine resources to dismantle Kai's life, framing him, threatening him, or orchestrating situations that remove him from the board entirely. Then there is Giovanni Gio Palmieri. Right now, Gio is enjoying the bright summer days, having fun in the sun at the Metro Court pool with Emma Scorpio Drake. Completely oblivious to the gathering storm, Gio is instrumental in helping Trina step closer to her dreams of musical stardom. He represents the beautiful, artistic future she is moving toward. Because of this, Gio is directly in the crosshairs of Quinn's envy. Quinn wants to destroy Trina's music career, which means he must destroy the people helping her build it. Harker could easily orchestrate mysterious accidents, anonymous threats, or career-ruining sabotage aimed at Gio. The tragedy here is that both Kai and Gio might realize far too late that they are not just dealing with a jealous peer, but with a highly trained, deeply connected phantom operative who views them as nothing more than acceptable casualties. The tension in this situation is growing with every passing day, even if the characters themselves cannot feel it yet. We are watching Trina stand in the center of a brightly lit stage, smiling, preparing for her premiere, completely unaware of the absolute darkness gathering in the wings. There are no sudden jump scares here, just the slow, agonizing realization that a trap has been masterfully set. Harker has the capability to tap phones, track movements, intercept emails, and manipulate security footage. He can make a targeted attack look like a string of unfortunate random accidents. He can slowly drive Trina, Kai, and Gio to the brink of paranoia, making them feel like the universe itself is turning against them, all while Quinn stands in the background, offering fake sympathy and watching his brother's handiwork unfold. I can't shake the feeling that a true catastrophe is waiting for this younger generation of Port Charles. They have faced their share of heartbreak and danger, but they have never been hunted by a professional. They have never been the targets of a WSB-level psychological warfare campaign. Harker's involvement elevates this from a personal vendetta to a systematic eradication of Trina's happiness. He doesn't just want to hurt her. He wants to break her spirit, to ensure that she never steps onto a stage or trusts another human being again. And because Harker is tied to Cullum, any attempt Trina, Kai, or Gio might make to seek help from the authorities could be intercepted and buried. They would be fighting a war against an invisible enemy who controls the very system designed to protect them. Imagine the psychological toll this will take on Trina. She has just fought so hard to establish her independence, to kindly but firmly ask Portia and Curtis to give her space so she can focus on her art. She is finally breathing her own air. When the ground starts crumbling beneath her feet, when Kai is suddenly facing insurmountable, fabricated troubles, and when Gio's musical aspirations are mysteriously sabotaged, Trina will feel the crushing weight of guilt. She will believe that her success is somehow a curse to the people she loves. That is the exact emotional devastation Quinn is likely praying for. He wants her isolated, broken, and believing that she is the architect of her own misery, while he and Harker pull all the strings from the safety of the shadows. We have to look at the broader implications of Harker's presence in town as well. If he is doing Cullum's dirty work, his assignment to destroy Trina might just be a side project, a favor for his brother, while he conducts more sinister WSB business in Port Charles. This makes him exponentially more dangerous. He is a man with multiple agendas, moving fluidly through the town, using his badge as a shield while he orchestrates a nightmare. It creates a terrifying juxtaposition. The bright, hopeful world of Trina's music premiere crashing violently into the cold, clinical, and deadly world of international espionage. As we watch these pieces move across the board, the sense of dread only intensifies. You can almost see the invisible threads Harker is tying around Kai and Gio, preparing to pull them tight the moment Trina steps into her greatest triumph. The elegance of a true intelligence operative is that the victims never know they are under attack until the damage is already irreversible. Quinn's smile, his apologies, his feigned support, it is all a masterclass in misdirection, designed to keep Trina looking the wrong way while Harker prepares the killing blow to her career and her life. Something feels unfinished. The trap has been set, the players are all in their positions, but the jaws have not yet snapped shut. Trina is still smiling. Kai is still standing guard. Gio is still playing his music by the pool, but the shadows are lengthening across Port Charles. We don't know when the first strike will happen, or how devastating it will be, but the quiet presence of Quinn and Harker promises that it is coming. The story is holding its breath, waiting for the moment the music stops and the nightmare truly begins. We will be watching, tracking every subtle movement in the dark, because this journey is far from over.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.